8 foreigners expelled from Canada for spying or terrorism in 2020. Public Health Agency of Canada is under fire and given until today to explain why 2 scientists were let go. This is the Railway North Report. Alright, the Department of Public Safety expelled 8 foreigners from Canada for spying or terrorism last year, and they cannot give information regarding specific removals, including confirming or denying if a specific person has been removed. Now, these 8 foreigners are suspected of espionage, subversion, or terrorism in 2020, and these are documents from the Department of Public Safety. Now, according to the Globe and Mail, documents do not reveal the country of origin of the 8 individuals, and no additional information was given on the nature of the activities. Well, I'd certainly love to know that one. Now, it is known that several countries have had to weed out foreign agents who try to steal trade secrets from top companies. They're coming in and asking information inside those industries, and that's usually intellectual property theft. But it can be on the business dealings, what they're doing, how the organization is going, and how it might be feeling about certain government policies. We're talking Australia, this article is, but the same thing can be applied to Canada. Because hackers can't discover everything online. Sometimes you have to go on the ground and see how it's done. Canada's Department of Public Safety told the Globe that the 8 people were removed on security grounds may include persons who are found inadmissible for espionage, subversion, terrorism, or for membership in groups involved in such activities. That sounds like a broad scope. It did mention that countries where most people are removed for these reasons are from China, Russia, Iran, and Pakistan. Which begs the question, was the scientist who was let go from the National Microbiology Lab back in 2019, was she one of those? Dr. Xinguo Qiu and her husband were escorted from the National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg back in July 2019 over a potential policy breach and administrative matter. Now, the Public Health Agency of Canada is under fire because they have yet to give an explanation why these 2 scientists were let go, and I'd like to know if they're still in Canada myself. Now, supposedly they have until today to explain why, but we'll see because they've been pretty hush on it. Now, remember, this is our level 4 laboratory, which is the highest level you could get, and Ian Stewart came under fire Monday from opposition MPs after he repeatedly refused to explain why they terminated the employment of Dr. Xinguo Qiu and her husband, Kidding Chang, in January. Now, he could not provide details due to privacy issues and security with respect to the investigation still being conducted by the RCMP. I tried finding out whether she's still even in Canada or not, or if she's a Canadian citizen, because she is born in mainland China and came to Canada on a student visa after she'd already graduated from a few universities in China, and there's nothing. There's like a big gap where she is right now. Mr. Stewart said that Canada conducted its own investigation, now it's completed, and the pair are no longer employed by the agency. Well, where are they? What are they doing now? Are they sitting at home collecting the CERB? Now, this laboratory, I already did a segment on this way back in 2019 as well. Chinese scientists removed from infectious disease lab. I did this back in July 29th, 2019. You go check it on YouTube. So this lab deals with deadly contagious germs such as Ebola. And Qiu has been responsible for a shipment of Ebola and Hepatitis viruses to China's Wuhan Institute of Virology. Now, Public Health and Safety Canada said that exit had nothing to do with the fact about that, but that is definitely a breach in policy, because you don't just ship things like that to another lab without permission. Did the Wuhan CCP virus start in Winnipeg? No. The CCP Wuhan virus is a bat virus, and it comes from a particular bat that's found 400 miles from Wuhan. And there is a scientist in Wuhan called the Bat Lady who's researching that. What happened was Dr. Qiu, who had moved to Canada to pursue a graduate degree, over the years she recruited and mentored several students from China. So what was she doing? She was training students from China to come here and learn how to run a virology lab, and then sending them back to China with that information. She also traveled back to China to Wuhan to help set up that lab. She had a lot of input in how it was set up and what protocols were to be in place. Now, her main work was with HIV as well as SARS, and she helped develop ZMAP, a cocktail of antibody therapies that target the deadly Ebola virus. So she has done some good work, but like I said, she sent some deadly viruses to China, and then she was removed 4 months later. So is that the reason why? Now, between 2017 and 2020, she did travel to China at least 5 times, including a trip to train Chinese scientists and technicians at the newly certified Level 4 lab, which is what I've been saying. Now, the fact is the CCP virus escaped from a Wuhan lab. There's no doubt about it. Spread rapidly through that wet market. Now, you could go through all sorts of conspiracy theories. It wouldn't surprise me if China's doing bioweapons research. Hell, everyone else does. The Iranians, the North Koreans, the US, the Russians. Why shouldn't they be any different? But But the fact is, we still don't know anything about why these two researchers were removed from that Winnipeg lab, other than the fact that they were giving away research done at the Winnipeg lab and sending it back to China, as well as training Chinese scientists, many who have ties to the military, and sending them back to China, to the Level 4 virology lab. So are they part of these 8 agents? Because if they're not Canadian and they're just permanent residents, they can be shipped back to China. But there's been no trial, nothing's been said, and it's pretty quiet. Now, are they still sitting home in Winnipeg, or are they off? Whatever. If anything, we should have kept her. We should have kept them in exchange for covering and spyware. Anyway, any Canadians, let me know if you guys have heard anything differently. I definitely could not find anything on where these two people are, and if they're one of the 8 that have been sent home for whatever reason. Leave your comments below, hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, this has been the Great White North Report.